Have you noticed that your feet feel numb, tingly, or strangely disconnected after sitting for a while? Maybe you stand up and need a few seconds before you feel steady. Or perhaps your feet burn at night, making every step feel uncertain. What most people don't realize is that the real problem isn't always the nerves themselves. After 60, the muscles and circulation system in the lower legs often become less active. The result? Less blood flow, weaker nerve signaling, and feet that simply don't feel like they used to. Think of your calf muscles as a second heart. When they stop pumping efficiently, your feet are often the first place to notice. That's why today I'll show you 3 simple chair exercises. Foot pumps to boost circulation, ankle circles to improve nerve awareness and balance, and heel-toe alternating taps to restore the natural walking pattern. Each exercise targets a different piece of the problem. Let's start with exercise number 1. Exercise number 1, foot pumps. Let's begin with a movement that looks almost too simple to matter. But don't let that fool you. For many older adults dealing with neuropathy, this is often where improvement starts. Sit in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Sit tall but stay relaxed, and let your hands rest comfortably on your thighs. Take a slow breath in through your nose, then gently exhale through your mouth. Good. Now point your toes downward as if you're pressing a gas pedal, then slowly pull your toes back toward your shins. That's 1 repetition. Continue at a slow, controlled pace. Point, flex, point, flex. If your ankles feel stiff or your feet don't move very far, that's okay. Many people over 60 notice this, especially if they've been sitting more or walking less in recent years. What most people don't realize is that your calf muscles act like a second heart. Every time they contract, they help push blood through the lower legs and back toward the heart. Think of it like squeezing and releasing a sponge. Each movement helps move fluid, oxygen, and nutrients through tissues that may not be getting enough stimulation throughout the day. As you continue, imagine you're turning circulation back on. You might notice a mild warmth in your feet. Some people feel tingling. Others simply feel more awareness in their toes. These are often signs that the muscles and nerves are becoming active. Now keep the movement smooth. 1 second down, 1 second up. The biggest mistake I see is rushing. Faster is not better. Slow movements create a stronger muscle pump and give the nervous system more information to work with. If you have weakness, arthritis, or limited mobility, make the movement smaller. Even a tiny range of motion can still be beneficial. After about 30 repetitions, point your toes downward and hold for 15 seconds while breathing normally. Then pull your toes back and hold for another 15 seconds. You should feel the muscles in your calves and shins gently working. And here's something interesting. Many people think neuropathy only affects the nerves, but movement itself often helps the brain reconnect with areas that have become less active over time. That's why this simple exercise can feel surprisingly powerful. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. How do your feet feel right now compared to a few minutes ago? If you noticed even a small positive change, maybe a little more warmth, a little more awareness, or less stiffness, type 1 in the comments. If you haven't noticed a difference yet, type 0. Either answer is completely okay. Everyone responds at a different pace, and your comment may encourage someone else who's following along today. Now let's build on what we just started. Exercise number 2, ankle circles. Have you ever noticed that sometimes your feet don't feel weak, they just don't feel reliable? You step off a curb, turn too quickly, or get up during the night, and suddenly your balance doesn't feel quite the same. What most people don't realize is that your brain depends on thousands of tiny sensors around the ankles and feet to know exactly where your body is in space. As we age, and especially when neuropathy develops, those signals can become quieter. That's where ankle circles come in. Sit comfortably in your chair with your back supported and your shoulders relaxed. Place both feet flat on the floor and take a slow breath in through your nose, then gently exhale. Now lift your right foot just an inch or 2 off the floor. You don't need to lift it high. In fact, smaller is often better. Slowly begin drawing a circle with your toes. Imagine you're tracing the edge of a dinner plate with the tip of your shoe. Move slowly and smoothly. Complete 15 circles in one direction, then reverse and make 15 circles in the opposite direction. As you move, keep breathing normally and try to relax your jaw, shoulders, and hips. Then repeat the same pattern with your left foot. You may notice one ankle feels stiffer than the other. That's very common. Years of favoring one side, previous injuries, or simply spending more time sitting can create differences you may not have noticed before. Here's the hidden insight. These circles aren't just stretching the ankle. They're waking up communication between your feet and your brain. Think of it like reconnecting a slightly fuzzy phone line. The clearer the signal becomes, the more confidently your body can respond. A common mistake is moving too fast or swinging the entire leg. Keep the movement coming from the ankle itself. Slow circles create stronger awareness. If lifting the foot is uncomfortable, keep your heel lightly touching the floor and make smaller circles. You'll still receive many of the benefits. As you continue, you may feel the joint loosening and your feet becoming more present and responsive. That's exactly what we're looking for. You're not trying to force movement. You're simply reminding your body how to move well again. And now that we've improved circulation and awakened those important balance sensors, let's build on that progress. But now let's move into the next exercise. Exercise number 3. Heel-toe alternating taps. Have you ever noticed that your first few steps after standing up feel different from the steps you take a minute later? Many seniors assume that's simply aging, but there's actually something else happening. Your body isn't just trying to move your legs, it's trying to reestablish rhythm between your muscles, nerves, and brain after they've been inactive for a while. That's why this final exercise is so powerful. Sit comfortably in your chair with both feet flat on the floor. Sit tall, relax your shoulders, and take a slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. First, keep your heels on the floor and lift all your toes upward. Then lower them slowly. Repeat this 20 times at a smooth, comfortable pace. You should feel the muscles along the front of your lower legs working, not straining, just gently waking up. Now switch. Keep your toes on the floor and lift your heels upward. Raise them, pause briefly, then lower them with control. Repeat for 20 repetitions. As you do this, imagine you're teaching the front and back of your lower legs to take turns working together again. Most seniors never realize this, but walking isn't really a strength activity, it's a coordination activity. When the timing between muscles becomes less efficient, your steps often feel slower, heavier, and less stable. Now combine the movements. Toes up, then heels up. Toes up, then heels up. Continue alternating for about 60 to 90 seconds. Think of it like a gentle wave moving through your feet and lower legs. Each repetition helps reinforce the natural rhythm your body uses when walking. One common mistake is bouncing quickly through the movement. Slow, controlled taps give the nervous system more useful information. If fatigue or weakness is an issue, reduce the range of motion and move at half speed. Even small movements can be effective. As you continue, you may notice your feet feel warmer, lighter, or more connected to the floor beneath you. That's often the moment many people realize something important. Their body hasn't forgotten how to move well, it simply needed the right signals to wake those pathways back up. Take one final deep breath. Notice your feet. Notice your ankles. Notice how much more aware you are of them than when we started. And that's real progress. 3 simple chair exercises. A few minutes of movement and a reminder that your body is still capable of adapting, responding, and improving at any age. Now let's move into the final thoughts and a few important tips to help you get the most from this routine. Final thoughts. Small movements, big changes. Before we finish, I want you to take a moment and think about how your feet felt when this video started. Were they numb, tingly, heavy? Maybe they felt disconnected from the floor beneath you, and now after just a few minutes of movement, perhaps they feel a little warmer, a little more awake, a little more present. That may seem like a small thing, but for many older adults, those small changes are often the first sign that the body is responding. Remember, these exercises are not about pushing harder. They're not about exercising until you're exhausted. They're about giving your body the signals it has been missing. A little movement, a little circulation, a little communication between your feet, your legs, and your brain. And that's why I encourage you not to skip any of the 3 exercises we covered today. Each one has a different purpose. The foot pumps help activate circulation. The ankle circles help improve awareness and communication between your feet and your brain. The heel-toe alternating taps help rebuild the natural rhythm your body uses when walking. Together, they create a simple routine that supports your body in ways a single exercise cannot. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How old are you? How long have you been dealing with neuropathy symptoms? Do you experience numbness, tingling, burning, cold feet, or balance problems? Which symptom bothers you the most during the day? And which of today's exercises felt the best for your body? Was it the foot pumps, the ankle circles, or the heel-toe alternating taps? Please share your experience in the comments below. I read those comments every day, and many viewers tell me they find comfort in knowing they're not facing these challenges alone. And here's something important. If you decide to practice these exercises consistently for the next few weeks, come back and leave another comment. Let us know what changed. Did your feet feel warmer? Did walking feel easier? Did your balance improve? Did you feel more confident getting up from a chair or moving around your home? Your story may encourage someone else who is struggling with the exact same symptoms right now. Most importantly, be patient with yourself. The body often responds to consistency, not perfection. You don't have to do these exercises perfectly, you just have to keep showing up. A few minutes a day can add up to meaningful progress over time. Thank you for spending these moments with me today. Take care of your feet, take care of your health. Keep moving, keep believing in your body's ability to adapt, and I'll see you in the next video.